Okay, we want to actually write the equation of the ellipse given our set of characteristics. So I have this coordinate plane here. We could probably do this without a coordinate plane, but it's going to make a lot more sense if I can kind of show you what I would probably be typically doing in my head. I'll try to graph out. So here it says we have a major axis from -6 to -6, -8. That is the major axis. Notice the major axis is vertical. That means that I'm already thinking that our bigger value is going to be underneath the term with the y. So just from this, we could find the midpoint of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So here's the midpoint of our major axis. So we already have our center point. There's the center point. Great. The minor axis is from -3, -3 to -9, -3. So doesn't that already make sense? That does look like the center of our ellipse. So we can really put these things together pretty quick. We know that it's going to be x minus the x coordinate, so that would be x plus 6, the x coordinate of the center, plus y plus 3 squared. All this is going to equal 1, so now I just need to think, what is my a value, what is my b value? I know the a value is affecting the y coordinate, so it's going to go right here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The a value is 5, so 5 squared gives me 25. I put that in the denominator. I can see that 1, 2, 3. B is 3. 3 squared gives me 9, so I put that underneath the term with x because b was affecting the x values. Already got the first one. Wow, it's easier than it looked. I know you're scared, and now you're thinking, oh, I shouldn't have been scared. That is the story of mathematics. So let's take a look. Whoa. Sorry. There we go. I don't know what just happened. All right, moving on to the next one. We have vertices at -4, 4, and 6, 4. Vertices, the endpoints of the major axis. All right, so we already got so much information. -4, 4. It's right there. And 6, 4, right there. There is the endpoints of our major axis. Those vertices are those endpoints. So just already looking at this, I can see that 1, 2, 3, 10. My center point has to be right there at 1, 4, because that is the midpoint of my major axis. I already got so much information, I'm just going to go ahead and start using it. I know it's going to be x minus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared. All this equals 1. I just need to know my a and my b value. Well, my a value is definitely going to affect my x. How do I know it's going to affect my x? Because I know that vertices were the endpoints of my major axis, and my major axis is horizontal. It's affecting x values. And my a value is 5, so I'm going to put a 25 up underneath that term with x. So how do we get the b value? And that comes from knowing our foci are at these points. Those little foci at -2, 4, and at 4, 4. Well, our foci tell us our c value. Our c value is really just 3. That -3 there, it's just 3. 3 units away from our center point in both directions. Well, we know A and we know C, so we can find B. C is equal to the square root of A squared minus B squared, since C is 3. and a squared is 25. I should be able to find b. I can square both sides to get 9 is equal to 25 minus b squared. If you're a crafty little bugger, you already know b is 4. As you might have noticed that. Yeah, it's just kind of like a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. So that one comes out to be pretty nice. Since b is 4, b squared must be 16.